one time at another apartment I had in Marysville, a little place. There was a very small front porch, concrete slab front porch, a little fence around it. And when I was getting ready to move, I had a bunch of bank statements and stuff I wanted to burn. So I thought it'd be quicker than shredding them and less expensive or whatever.
Yeah.
So I went and bought a metal trash can, thinking I was slick, you know. And when I went to the checkout at like the Tractor Supply store, when I had my metal trash can, well, when I went in, I said, I need a barrel. I want a barrel. He said, why is that? I said, for burning. Well, we don't have any burn barrels here. Okay, what about a metal trash can? And the guy said, don't burn anything in a metal trash can. It's not what they're made for. Because sometimes they can burn through or melt or whatever. But I figured they'd be fine, you know, just change the color a little bit. No big deal, right? Metal's metal. It'll get hot. It might bend or whatever. And I said, well, I do need a metal trash can regardless. I didn't want to tell him I was going to burn in it, but I did want one. He said, don't burn in it. And I was like, okay. So I bought one for like $25. They were expensive. All those coals smell good, don't they?
Mm-hmm.
It smells like kerosene. I think they're soaked in kerosene. So
Quick Start ones.
So yeah, they're soaked in something. I bought this metal trash can and went home, filled it about halfway up with all these papers I wanted to burn, plus a bunch of papers I didn't want to burn, just to get a good fire going. It was out on my front porch, and I had this fire cruising all through the night. It was a lot of fun. And kept going back into the apartment and getting stacks of papers and stuff I wanted to get rid of and burning them up. No big deal, you know. And I think it was like in the middle of winter. There was snow on the ground, so I wasn't too worried about anything. I remember when I was getting too tired and wanted to give it up, filling the whole barrel up with snow and figuring it was all good, right? Filled it up with snow, put the lid on it, went to bed. Came out the next day, the lid was still on it, everything was fine, nothing. So I picked the whole thing up and threw it in the dumpster. Not the whole trash can, but I dumped it out in the dumpster. That makes sense so far? The contents of it, which I thought were melted snow and ashes, right? About 5 minutes later, I look out to the dumpster, and the dumpster has flames shooting out of it because of whatever was still smoldering in the bottom of that thing. There was now a dumpster fire right beside a tree. The tree was kind of like hanging over above the dumpster. I thought the tree was getting ready to go up in flames at any minute. The neighbor guy comes running over. Those trees are alive over there. You hear him?
Mm-hmm.
The neighbor guy starts coming over, and he's throwing snow in the. He's like has a snow shovel, and he's putting snow in there. It's not doing anything to it. And I come out and with my snow shovel doing the same thing. The fire department shows up, and the first thing they say is, "Get away, get away, get away." You don't know what's in there. Something could explode. Get away, get away, get away. So they get their big hose out and they put the fire out. And I actually saw how much water was in there the following day. There was like a half foot of water in the bottom of that dumpster.
Mm-hmm.
This is a big dumpster too. They made me fill out an arson report because I told them that I burned in the metal trash can and I was the one who put the junk in there that caused the fire. They told me that I was in big trouble for burning that close to a structure in the city limits and blah blah blah. Plus what had happened, I had to fill out a piece of paper that said arson report. So I don't know if I technically became an arson by law or what happened. It was nerve-wracking times. That's my story, and And that's my YouTube video.